If you ask me to describe in one word the Canon EOS R in terms of people's opinion about it, my answer would definitely be polarizing, because from the date the camera was announced, I believe, which was in 2018, late 2018, and all the way to 2019, this camera has caused quite a stir in the videography and I would say photography community, because a lot of people, specifically professional users, they expected a little bit more from Canon when it comes to its first mirrorless camera. And I think that kind of clouded the judgment as far as the initial reviews were concerned, because a lot of people were bashing this camera, saying a lot of bad things, and some of them, to their credit, did come later on and start saying the camera was a lot better than they initially thought. But that was only after they started using it and they discovered all the good things the camera could do, and they started appreciating the camera for what it could do as opposed to what it couldn't do. So how did I end up buying the Canon EOS R? Well, I had a Canon T3i that I bought in 2011, and that camera was old. I recently sent it overseas to my brother, who is now starting into photography. I tried to feed his passion into that, and I knew I was gonna have to buy another camera, and quite frankly, I wasn't planning on buying the Canon EOS R. I wanted to buy the 6D Mark II, and as Canon announced I believe the Canon 90D, I was thinking about buying that camera as well. But after about a month of watching different reviews and looking at the Canon lineup, I started to lean a little bit toward the EOS R, which I ended up buying, obviously. And I did that for three primary reasons. The first one, it is a full frame camera. It has great video capability for what I intend to use the camera for. That will be perfect. The second reason, quite frankly, was the price, and that will be ironic if you knew that my initial budget for the camera to upgrade from the T3i was $1,500 for a decent camera with a kit lens on it. So I ended up spending, I would say, $800 more than that budget. And I think in the end, it was quite a good deal, actually too good of a deal to pass on, because I bought the kit that comes with the RF mount, RF dedicated lens 24-105, and I think in the end, the value itself is quite good. The third and final reason, it is simply because it is a mirrorless camera, and I have a feeling that's where the future is headed. So I wanted to make sure that I get as close as possible to future-proof when it comes to getting a new camera. And now we can finally get to the unboxing part of things. As I mentioned before, I did buy the holiday kit that comes with a lot of accessories on top of the camera and the lens kit itself. And here's the box that they came in, and that's me painfully trying to open the box without a box cutter, with a kitchen knife, basically. As you can see, once I finally get that figured out, I was able to get into the box. You get some protection. This is the bag that came with the kit. It's quite small. I'll show you later. I don't think I'm gonna be using it for this camera. And this is the EF adapter for the EOS R. And I don't have any other Canon lenses at this point. I'll definitely be working towards that. That's the cleaning kit. They call it a deluxe optic care kit. I will open it up later to show you what it comes with. And this is the kit, camera and lens itself, EOS R, the RF 24-105 lens that I will open up and show you later. Out of the box, oh, by the way, there was also, that included SD card. And quickly we went into the bag. As I mentioned before, it's quite small and I don't think I'll be using it because basically that wouldn't be able to contain the camera. If I want to travel, I have another Canon bag that I would probably try to get all my stuff in. And here's the optic care kit, or I call it the cleaning kit. It's a Sensei. I will open it up. Unfortunately, the framing of that shot was not the best because I set my phone on a tripod and it started sliding without me even knowing. I didn't have anybody to monitor. When I opened it up, everything started flying all over the place, and I looked at it a little deeper, found out that looks like during shipping something happened. But all the kits, all the different parts of the kits are in there. And I think I'll probably put that to use later on as I start going outside and taking photos and all. Actually, that clean cloth might be used on different other things other than the camera itself. I know you didn't come here for the kit itself, and now we get to the camera, and it was pretty well packed. Inside we got some paperwork that I haven't even looked at, and that's the manual that I'm gonna put aside for now, and I think I might have to dig in it deeper. Next, we'll take a look at the battery and the cable. Again, my apologies for the framing of that shot due to that misadventure I had with the tripod. And this is the battery charger. When you remove the top tray, the next item you'll find is the lens pouch, which could come really handy if you don't carry your camera with the lens on, specifically this lens kit, which is quite heavy, so you'll likely take the lens off the camera when you're transporting it. Speaking of the lens, the next item in the box is a lens hood, which is plastic but quite sturdy when I tried it. Your famous Canon strap. Once you remove this tray, you finally get to the camera itself. And I must say, I didn't quite know I get to the camera because talking about full frame, I was expecting probably something much bigger, but it does feel heavier in your hands than my T3i. It fits quite nicely when you grip it, and I would say it's probably a little bit heavier as well. Not probably, it's definitely heavier than the T3i that I had before. And next, you'll find the lens itself that comes with the kit. Definitely the heaviest lens that I've used myself. And you get that famous red ring around it to indicate the professional line of Canon lenses. And that's it for the kit itself, the camera, the accessories that comes with it, and the lens. As I mentioned before, I don't currently have any EF or EFS lenses for Canon, so I'll put the adapter away for now until I find maybe some used lenses that I can use. But anything new, I'll probably be sticking to the RF mount system for now. And I'll also tell you what I think about the camera, a first impression before even putting it to the test. With that lens on it, it's definitely feels a little front heavy, but quite sturdy when you grab it. And the layout, it's quite nice. I can't wait to start playing with it. As you notice, the LCD flip screen, which was definitely a must for me for family functions, everything else that I plan on using the camera for, being able to shoot at different angle and still get a visual representation of what you're shooting, I think will be very, very useful. So I got the lens hood on and everything. After charging the battery for the camera, the only thing I got to do before I even took the first shot was to select the language and also set the time and the time zone, the date. And right after that, I took that very first shot. It is a shot of my daughter who was getting ready to get her hair done. Unfortunately, this weekend has been terrible when it comes to the weather here in Florida. I have not been able to go outside with the camera and play with it, experience some different scenario and situation. But don't worry, the following weekend I hope the weather is better, and I'll continue to post videos to show you my adventures and the different things I get to do with the camera. I thank you very much for watching. See you soon.